Hello, Kevin Swayze here with a mini lecture about phone etiquette and telephone use. And it may seem strange that I'm going to offer some advice about how to use a telephone that everybody seems to know how to use, but I know from my own personal experience over the years, there are many ineffective practices that people use with their phones, especially in an office because we become so used to telephones, whether it's on a headset sitting at your desk, whether it's using a smartphone to talk. Think about how you can most effectively use that voice communication. So first off, we'll think about in an office. You're likely to have a desk phone still, although many employers now, everybody has a mobile device, which brings its own challenges. But in an office, you'll probably have a phone and it will be a standard desk phone. You may be able to plug a headset into it. But the phone, you pick it up, you say hello. Get used to having a standard greeting when you answer so you don't have to think and trip up. I usually answer, hello, Kevin here, or hello, Kevin Swayze. No matter what I see on the display with a name appearing, don't assume the name is correct. And even if it is correct, it's very weird to be calling someplace and have them know your name immediately. It's a strange feeling. So develop a standard way you're going to answer a phone call. And if you're going to be calling and you get a voicemail, make sure that you leave a short message and say, I'm calling about this, please call me back. And when you do speak to a real person, give your full attention to the person who's calling you. And the same when you're calling someone else. Don't be trying to do other things and juggle. It shows in your voice. The stress comes out in your voice. And oftentimes, if you're on an office situation, you'll have to put somebody on hold until someone else can take the call. Ask first, saying, may I put you on hold while I contact such and such? Don't just put somebody on hold. Somebody might just hang up. When you're talking on the phone in a business context, avoid saying things like, I don't know. Say something like, I'll find information for you. Oh, I can't do that. Oh, no, here's what we can do. Make it positive going, a forward solution kind of statement. And be careful when somebody says, how long will this take? Oh, just a second. That's not true, because if it was going to take just a second, you would do it. You wouldn't tell it to them. Be honest and say, this could take me about half an hour to find the information. May I call you back? Don't tell people that you'll be just a second when really you know you won't. All that does is make people angry. Telephone messages. In a world of digital technology and people leaving messages, voice, and everything else, there's still sometimes the moment when you have to take a paper message for someone because it's faster. Yes, you can type something quickly on a screen, but paper is still, I find, an effective, fast way of doing it. You'll have a little stack of telephone notes. It'll ask for a name, it'll ask for a phone number, it'll ask for a time, and it'll ask the subject, and it'll ask for who it's going to be directed to. Make sure you fill those spaces in and read it back. Read the phone number back to the person who gave you the number. Sometimes people give incorrect phone numbers. I don't know why. And make sure you confirm the name of the person that they wish to make contact with. When you're leaving a voicemail message, state your name and your phone number. I usually do it at the beginning. Hi, Kevin Swayze here, and give my phone number and say, I'm calling for such and such, and please give me a call back. And then I repeat my phone number. Cell phones, they're wonderful. They're everywhere. The problem is they're everywhere. If you're going into a meeting, I encourage you to turn your phone off. If you're expecting a critical, important call, put it on vibrate and tell the chair of the meeting that you may have to take a call during the meeting and step outside to take the call. Don't take a call in the meeting and disrupt everything else. If you're in a public place, be aware that it's easy to forget you're in public and you can start talking as if the person is there and your voice increases. Your voice can carry a long way, which means everyone can hear what you're saying. As well, you can be very annoying to the people around you if somebody's yakking really loudly. There's a slang term. Southern Ontario, we yak, as in talking. That's a slang term you'll probably hear in Ontario. If you can, with a mobile phone and you're out in the public, try to keep your phone calls as short as you possibly can to minimize the disruption for people around you and the chance for sharing information you don't wish to share. What I'd like you to do now is move into the next slide in this activity, and there's a bit of practice there about how to take a telephone message, how you'd write it out. Please work through that just to have it in your mind, because in an office one day, you may have to do that after graduation, even in a world of technology. Enjoy the activity next, and I'll catch you in class later on. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.